The continues. Hi. Hello. They let you touch
That's how
them.
their tusks grow. They suck their protected suck their thumbs.
To your attention, everybody. Also, while touching them, make sure that you don't feed them on any kind of food. And also, don't hold the grass for them, because we don't want the elephants to get used to everybody as a friend who can give them food. And this will help them to have an easier time to go back into the wild. If the elephants are next to the line where you are, you also advise to make sure that you keep standing up. Thank you and welcome at the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. And this is a project that was started officially back in the year 1977, after the death of David Sheldrick, who was a naturalist and the senior founder warden of the Sheldrick National Park. He died in 1977. This project was started in his memory under the management of the widow, who is now the late doctor, that's been running the project since then, until about 4 years ago when she passed on, leaving the mandate to her daughter, Angela Sheldrick, who was running the project together with the mother for about 17 years before the mother passed on. And right now, we are under the management of Angela Sheldrick, the daughter. We are taking care of orphan baby elephants and orphan baby rhinos, and later on reintroducing them back into the wild. And that is why all the babies that you're going to see here today are orphans. All have been rescued from different parts of the country, and all are having different reasons for being orphans. Some of them, we know exactly what caused them to be left orphans, and that's why we rescue them. And others, we are really not very sure. But since the others were found, and also without protection against other dangers, that is why we had to come in and help rescue them. A young elephant will need the mother's milk for the first 2 years minimum. And this means if they happen to lose the mother, so they're below 2, they will not survive. They can easily starve to death, or can be attacked by the lions and the hyenas that they kill. We'll always reintroduce them to Savo East National Park and Kigwezi Forest.
It's very rare.
You do have 3 units in Savo Park every day, setting them free in a wild environment and make friends with different groups of. Some of the wild elephants that our orphans will be interacting with are our ex-orphans that have already become wild. They do play a big role in welcoming in the new orphans and introducing them to the rest of the park. Once they get adopted, they decide not to come back at our units in the evening. They want to stay with the new wild friends, which means the wild friends will have accepted to take them in as part of the family members. And so they will train them, they will protect them, they will warn them against human beings. They will show them everything within the park. and they will have become as wild as any other elephant out there. It also depends on their age when they became orphans. It also depends on the fact that elephants will always stay in groups and families, and so strangers are not just invited anyhow in a herd of wild elephants. Our main target here is to rescue them, since they were found orphans, and read them, and later on reintroducing them back into the world. Right now, we've got a total of 29 elephants in the nursery. We're going to see all the 29. They're coming down in two groups. This is the first group of 15 elephants. Difference, if there is any. Let's start with the elephant inside the water hole. His name is Mashuru. He happens to be the latest arrival that we've got in the nursery, having been with us for almost 2 months now, having been rescued from Amboseli ecosystem after he was separated from his family by human beings in conjunction with the starvation due to drought. And that's why we rescued Mashuru. At the far end, facing the other direction, is an elephant by the name Loldaika, who is about 2 years old. We do have an elephant by the name Morijo, who is about 14 months, was rescued from Samburu. With any health problems. And once identified, and our mobile veterinary unit will either fly or drive to the scene to go and help treat the injured animals and immediately set them free to continue their own natural life. We'll go around the parks looking for snares and snaring them. The snares are the traps that are set in the parks, especially by the poachers, and sometimes by the communities neighboring these areas, to get hold of these other tiny animals. Anti-poaching teams will make sure that they put off all the snares from the park, up in the park, to ensure that the park is kept free and safe. Our anti-poaching teams will also work together with our K9 unit, whereby in case the signs of poachers identified, our sniffer dogs will assist and make sure that the poachers are caught in the long run. Our anti-poaching teams will also work together in conservation areas. In case there are any illegalities taking place within these areas, then our aerial surveillance will be able to notify the Kenya Wildlife Service Rangers, and our teams on the ground will make a follow-up, find out what is happening. They will go around the communities that are neighboring the park and the reserve, giving them education on how to coexist and stay together peacefully neighboring one another. It is important for the communities neighboring the parks to know what to do, whom to conduct, or how to behave. in case they encounter animals in the farms, so that there are no conflicts or redundant between the two. The Safe Community Project will go around the schools that are neighboring the park and the reserve, giving education to the children. When the children are still young in school, they need to learn that all animals are important and all animals have the right to life. These animals should not be killed just because somebody is interested in their ivory, in the skin, or in the meat. And the areas should be protected trees and instead should plant more to preserve all our forests and make sure that all other animals have got a place to feed and hide. We believe when the children are taught this, when they're still young in school, they will be able to keep it in their minds. When they're fully grown, they will have to make good use of it. They help protect and care most in general. Lost most of the past orphans. Many of these women, most orphans have survived and gone back into the world. Milk. We feed them on intervals of 3 hours, about 24 liters of milk in a day. Her name is Tinye. She's the oldest and the biggest, 3.5 years. From this same, a pride of lions, might from the same spot. So she was lucky not to have been identified by these lions. Also rescued from the Masai Mara, found all alone within the park in the Mara, while at the age of about 6 months. And that's why we rescued Olorian. Next is Kindani, 3.5 years, rescued from Meru region. Next to Kindani is Mukutan, 2 years old, rescued from Laikipia, rescued from Sava Conservation Area, found standing next to the dead body of the mother. He was about 6 months old by then. Right now, is approximately 3 years. The first one to join is Tingai, rescued from Samburu, found with a spear wound in the back, which is believed to have been caused by human beings. On my right is Bondeni, 3.5 years, but small in size compared to his age, having been rescued from Sulu Hills National Park. Also doubles to be the naughtiest boy in the nursery. Immediate on my left is Choka, 2 years old. The Choka was rescued from Sava Conservation Area, found standing next to the dead body of the mother. Mother was starved to death. Far end is Tabu, and Tabu is about 2 years old. Two more joining us now. The one in front is an elephant by the name Rafiki, almost 3 years. And Rafiki was rescued from Samburu, another starvation victim due to drought. That's why we had to come in and help rescue him. Together with Rafiki is Silaita, who is 2 years, was rescued from Samburu. So that makes a second group of 14, making a total of 29. All the elephants that have come before you and our care for the past 3 years. And after 3 years, we take them to Southeast National Park and to Grady Forest, where we reintroduce them to different groups of wild elephants of their choices. A process that takes about 5 years. And once they all get adopted, then we set them free. There are different ways that you can help with this. One of the ways is by sponsoring or adopting an elephant. To adopt an elephant, you pay a minimum fee of $50 a year, or 5,000 Kenya shillings, 6,000 Kenya shillings a year. Once you pay this fee, you will have helped to save the life of an elephant that would have died back into the wild. Once you pay this fee, we will give you a certificate in the name of the elephant that you will have adopted. You'll also get a special watercolor painting, which is done by Angela Sheldrick. You'll also get a picture and profile of your elephant, including our newsletter. Then you'll fill in a form, giving us your details, plus your email address, so that every month we update you and let you know how your elephant is doing, plus all the others that we've got in the nursery. If you adopt an elephant, only at $50 a year, or 6,000 Kenya shillings a year. We also update you in the keeper's diary, which is written every day by different keepers, telling different stories from different orphans, and all that will be brought to you on a monthly basis online. You can adopt an elephant for yourself, or you can do it as a gift for a friend. And if you do it as a gift, it is a gift recipient that will receive the updates every month. But if you do it for yourself, it's you that will receive the updates every month until after 1 year. We'll let you know so that you can decide if you want to renew it again or not. And so that is why it is important that after you've seen all the babies that have come before you, you make a choice of which that you want to help support. On your way out, you do have the forms for you to fill in so that you can get a certificate in the name of your elephant and walk back home. A very lucky parent for baby elephant. The hole in the ear was caused by the bushes and the sticks and the thorns out in the path. Yes. What kind of milk do you give them? It's a human baby formula with emulsified parts.
They have made it. She keeps staying there.
Well, the location is like with very few minutes walk away. That's the end of our viewing. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you for visiting the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust and enjoy the rest of your safari.
Thank you. Trying to leave the party be like. This is a male.
This is because of the other male.
Mimi mbona zingine zinavuta. Tena je, kwani ni ndio? Kuna kuona unatoka rahisi, lakini miguu yao inakaa kuteleza. Ile bachi nyingine ndio ilikuwa na moja yenye iliumia mguu. Si